Righto guys, just a bit of housekeeping quickly before we get into this video. This was not a video that was sponsored. This was not a video that was instructed to be made by an affiliate company. This is simply our personal opinions on this particular controller. I'm gonna be brutal in it, I'm gonna be honest, and hopefully it helps you decide whether it's a controller that you wanna fly with next time. Let's get into it. G'day guys, and welcome back to another episode of On Point Adventures. Today I want to talk to you about the Aeroo Smart Controller and is it worth the investment? Let's get into it. Okay, so in this video we are touching on the pros and cons of this controller and was it able to convert me? You see, anyone who knows that I was so in love with my old controller, and when I got sent this one here, I was thinking to myself, why? Why do I want to change something that is not broken? Sure, I turned it on, I flew the drone, and I was very jaded by the fact that I was just so impressed with my old controller. The old controller never really did a great deal wrong, but it just meant that I wasn't so keen on this. But I had people in my ear all the time, people who had only flown with this controller. Guys that had come off flying stuff like your DJIs, your Swell Pros and stuff, and they were telling me how bloody good this controller was. Once again, pig-headed, didn't want to listen. But it certainly got my brain thinking. So I actually gave this controller a bit more time. Now, let's talk about it. The pros and cons of this controller is what we're mainly going to touch on here, and of course the conclusion of did it convert me. This big screen was the first thing. So anyone who knows the old controller, you pull down the tray at the bottom of the old controller, put your phone in there and run a auxiliary cable down and around into your phone. Now if your phone's connection port was a little bit dirty, that controller would not connect. So you were frantically searching through the car, or in my case, the buggy or the quad, to try and find a microfiber cloth or absolutely anything that you could clean that port with quickly. Sure, it got us going again, but it was a bit of an inconvenience that I had to maintain my phone so precisely. So this certainly takes all of that out the equation because we've got the inbuilt screen. The controller itself is a lot larger, a lot heavier, but one thing it also enables you to do is put a lanyard on the bottom. So when you're flying out, you can literally have that lanyard round your neck, fly your drone, drop point, no problems. You need to crank that reel to bring up the tension. You drop that controller, which you couldn't do with the last one, and you've got tension on that line. That's a bit of a pro there. The speed this thing connects to the drone is ridiculously quick. So as well with the phone, there'd be a lot of time in between that whole waiting for takeoff or waiting for whatever it was to enable you to take off, where this here literally quarters that time. It's been very impressive in that realm. Now we've put a fair bit of flying on this controller now, so we've certainly may have changed a bit of our opinion. These joysticks here are still removable, so you can still change them if you bump them around. And apart from that, the controller practically does everything the old one did. However, this little is a game changer as well, because now this enables us to zoom, and zoom is bloody terrific. So if you're really looking to precisely place that bait, you can now zoom right in on that water, and it does a great job. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, oh, but can you still mark your waypoints on there? And that was probably one of the biggest emails and personal messages I receive. Of course you can. So what we're going to do is we're just going to double tap, okay? And on it turns just like normal. So there we go, there's the Aeroo logo. I'm just looking up at my rod there because I've got a bait out at the moment. And it looks to me like behind there, it's going to absolutely belt down soon. So we're just waiting for this controller to boot up at the moment. Remember, it's an all-in-one controller, so it's got a little bit to think about, okay? Flashing away there. And here we go. So the screen's illuminated just that little bit more. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go into the standard Aeroo home screen. So here we go. Aeroo fly just like normal. Nothing different. So if we want to actually put all our coordinates in at home without being connected to the drone, then this is exactly how we're going to do it. We're just going to hit that select device, enter device, enter device again. And here we go. We're now in our map interface. We tap on here once, tap on here twice, and there's our satellite image. Now it's a bit skew-if at the moment because we are essentially just searching for our location. We've just turned this on. We're going to still get up with our normal device status list, which is going to state not connected because we don't have the drone connected at the moment, and we're going to click off that. Now, if you don't want to wait for this to pick up, you know, your precise location, we can zoom right in as normal. Now, I'm not going to take you to where I'm fishing because I don't want you to know where that is. Nah, just joking. If you message me, I'll tell you. So we just zoom into wherever we're going to be fishing, okay? Now, let's say we're going to drop right here. Now, we just got to wait for that map to catch up, okay? But essentially what we've got here is we've got our water, our land, our satellite image, which can all be changed. There we go, she's clearing up now. Which can all be changed just with this little side button. So we've got standard map and then satellite images. Anyway, let's put that away. And as I said, that was done just with that little tiny arrow. Let's zoom in on the water where we want to be, which is here. Okay, and let's say we want to drop in here. We're still just going to hold that screen like that. Set drop point. Yes, we are. And there we go. There's our drop point. Everything else on this remote operates identically to if you were having a phone on there. So just imagine this was your phone and you can do absolutely everything on it. You've still got your takeoff, your AI. Over this side, once the drone's up, we've got our drop button for our dropping bait. So as I said, this just does exactly as your old one would. So there's a whole heap of pros, but what are the cons with this controller? Let me tell you. We're gone are the days where you can just take your phone, just your phone, you don't need the controller, log on to the Aeroo Fly app, and you can set your waypoints while you're going to bed at night, while you're dreaming of tomorrow's fish. You can just be sitting there on your map marking a whole heap of waypoints. Instead now, you need to take another device into the bedroom. The controller I'm talking about. So there you are now sitting at night with this controller blaring in your eyes, working out where you're going. Pro, con, I'm going to say it's a little bit of a con because it's far easier just to have a small phone and mark your spots. The other con is it is a lot larger and it's a lot heavier. Okay, so if if you like things that fit into small spaces, mind out the gutter, then or I guess a more petite remote, then this isn't the one for you. I'd stick with the old one. I do find from time to time this screen can be ever so slightly laggy. Now, I'm not talking to a point of you lose control of everything and everything goes wrong and catastrophe hits, Titanic hits an iceberg, everything sinks. No, I'm talking just when I'd be scrolling here, you can see it's just not as smooth as the phone. But you can't really expect that when everything there is in this controller, right? Apart from that, I do find that I've got the anti-glare protection on the screen, which is beautiful in the sun. However, I do think that the touch screen becomes just slightly less sensitive, if you wish, with that glare protector on there. So that might be also something to think about. A lot of the time when I've got really cold or wet hands, I've got to tap the screen a few times to make things work. And once again, I've flown it without the screen protector, I should say, and it never had those problems. I put on the glare protector and every now and then I've just got to double tap. Not a huge thing. The one thing that I did find peculiar about this remote though, if I double tap this and I hold it down, one would think that turns it off, but it doesn't. If you tap it once quickly, nothing happens except for it goes into what I think is hibernation mode. One tap of that button again, and up it comes. To turn this remote off, you now just hold that button down. That makes a beep at you. And there it goes. It'll actually say shutting down on that screen. Right. Am I converted? Yes and no. I actually don't want to admit it, which is why I put the no in there. Truthfully, yes, I am converted on this controller. It's fantastic to have the one controller that can do everything that two pieces used to be able to do. You now don't have to have your phone connected up and then have it on flight mode and all that kind of stuff. You simply just connect it wirelessly. You can still text away and have your mates call you and so forth, and it doesn't interrupt flight. Brilliant. You don't also have to worry about dropping your phone in the sand when you've got to put that old controller down and getting your phone all buggered up and having sand in your controller. That's also a thing of the past. This just simply does exactly that. Simply simplifies drone fishing with your Aeroo. It's a very good controller that has done mega drops now for me, and it hasn't faltered. That's got to be a win. It was a bit of a pain in the ass switching all my spots from my old one to the new one. That could be another episode if you want to know how to do that. That took a long time, but now that this is fully loaded with my spots, it's almost like a little diary. Pretty good. But look guys, all in all, great controller. Definitely something to think about if you want that all-in-one system with no, I guess, points of failure or no connectors that could fail on you. It's literally just that all-in-one system. Very good indeed, Aeroo. Well done. Okay, guys, we'll see you on the next episode. I hope this was somewhat interesting for you and helped you decide whether or not the Smart Controller is the controller for you. Have a good one. See you on the next episode.